Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to talk about openings. So I'm going to talk about 3 openings for white and 3 openings for black, and then bonus material at the end there is just a sneaky way you can cheese your opponent that's just starting out, and you can attack them with the queen. It's not suggested against normal players that, totally don't bring out your queen, but you can have a little bit of fun with people you don't know around home. But yeah, and then I'll tell you how to defend against it as well. So it's not really a great idea putting your queen out early, but it's just a little bit of fun. But anyway, I'll show you the first one. This is the Italian game. So we bring out, this is an e4 opening. We all know this opening, like a lot of people, this is always comes up. Whenever you play e4, about 90% of the time you run into this opening. Okay, so when you're under 1200 you see this a lot. This is the Italian opening. So just a little bonus here is this ends up being the fried liver attack, so you can end up moving your knight here and it ends up here, and it can be a little bit of fun. But I'll have a whole episode based on the fried liver attack after, but not this episode. Okay, so this time I'm just explaining some of the openings. So this is the Italian. This is the 2 knights defense for the black. So, but anyway, that is the Ruy Lopez. Okay, that's one of my favorites. 9 times out of 10 as well, the response is they go like this. This is for the people at our rank. So I usually always see that and then I take. So whether or not that's the right thing to do, I seem to have a lot of success at this rate with this low levels with that. So sometimes they say that you shouldn't give up the bishop, but we are doubling up their pawns. It disrupts the structure, so it seems to work out all right. Anyway, and the Queen's Gambit is the last one I'm going to show you. So this one I ran against today, and that's the Queen's Gambit. So you get to choose whether or not you take the pawn. So it's sort of a little trap there, because if you do take the pawn, you can open up the bishop, and there's a lot more lines there. But like I said, I haven't really studied that one. But all these openings, I will study each one and at least give you some opening traps and just see what to look out for and what not to do. Okay, so this is just the name of some of the openings. So they're the 3 that were white: Italian, Ruy Lopez, and the Queen's Gambit. So now for black. So the black one is a standard response. So normally you get the Sicilian. So a bit more experienced players will start using the Sicilian. They say this is probably the best response for black, so we can switch it around. So yeah, so they say that the Sicilian's got the best rate against white. So that's probably a good one to start doing as black, is just always start learning how to do that. Another one is the 2 knights defense, which I showed you before, is just getting your knights out. And the Caro-Kann's another one. So the Caro-Kann is this one here. So I like the Caro-Kann, because what happens is you're targeting that pawn the whole game, and then they feel like they want to move the bishop out. At our rank, they sort of get a bit put off because of the bishop, so they really want to get the bishop out, but they usually end up blundering that pawn. Okay, the extra material I was going to talk about. So for instance, let's say this is like a cheese move. Okay, so they move it here. Wait, where is it? They move it down here. Natural response is this. This is totally losing, and all of a sudden, let's check. And you're going to move then what you've got to do is, everyone thinks you can do that, but you can't. You have to move here, or here, or here. So you go like this, and you've just taken the rook for nothing. Okay, so if we go back again, so the natural response would be you could do this. So this is the reason why you don't do this opening, is because all of a sudden you can really put pressure on the queen and get all your pieces out early. But it's just a little cheap trick. So at our low ranking, sometimes they do fall for that, but later on they won't fall for that. So you might as well have a bit of fun while you can, and then when you get a bit higher ranking, they won't fall for it. So I don't suggest doing that. But if you're like under 1,000, they will probably fall for all the time. So you can have a bit of fun. Anyway, that's the end of today's video, and I'm going to talk about in-depth openings later on in the piece. So probably tomorrow, or actually no, I won't do it tomorrow. I'll stream my games tomorrow, and then on the weekend I'll pick the Italian opening and talk about the opening traps and what to do. Okay, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.